Back on my bullshit. Here I am.
Back on our bullshit. Here we are, back at Wagwan with the Wagwan. It's me, James JamEasy Cummins. I'm here with Colin Cummins once again after a 2-week layoff. Oh my God, where you been? How you been?
Two-week hiatus because fucking Irish Nasty over here got COVID. Look at this guy.
I got COVID.
Look at him.
I walked through it. Just like I knew I would because I've been working out. I actually lost some muscle during COVID.
Of course.
But I think the fact that I was working out this year definitely made my body ready to fight something off.
Yeah.
Being young and healthy. I had COVID. It was bad for 4 days. And by bad, I just mean like I had to lie in bed. And I was uncomfortable. It was hot.
Were you hot? Like just all
I was
the time?
feverish. Yeah.
Really?
I wake up sweating.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
That's so weak.
And my body just felt like, my bones felt like very weak, you know?
Really?
But
Okay.
I think that's like just a symptom of whenever you're like sick and feverish, so your body just weakens up.
Yeah, because your body's like, we're fighting something. So like lay down and chill
Yeah.
while we fight this thing inside you.
But now I have the antibodies.
I know. Holy fuck. How you feel?
Oh, I'm stronger than ever. Yeah.
You're just
I'm a
fucking
fucking superhero now.
people have a cough. You're like, just use my hand. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I got you.
Sounds like coffee is going like that.
Catching
Fuck.
people's sneezes. Nah, that's nasty.
But yeah, that was fucked up. I was a little worried.
We were supposed to record the day that I started feeling sick, and then I told Colin like an hour before we were supposed to record. I'm like, yo, I don't think today's gonna happen unless you want to get COVID.
Yeah, I was
like, I don't know how scared you are of COVID, but I think I have COVID.
And I was such a podcaster. I was like, maybe I can dodge the COVID.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it's not COVID. I can dodge it. We can get an episode in real
like,
quick.
we haven't
bounce.
missed a week yet.
Bro, I love not missing weeks.
But then after we missed 1 week, you decided to miss a second week. And why was that, Colin?
Throw it up in the air. No, I was sad, man. I was sad. I had some shit going on at work. And I fucking failed that driving test. It pissed me off so much. I failed that driving test. I had a quarantine that I had to do that was a little longer than your 10-day thing.
Yeah.
I had a 14-day thing because we were around each other. We're close contact. And so
we
I had
breathe the
that.
same air.
Exactly. And then the next week I was just like, I can't make it because I had these driving lessons and everything's packed. And I was fucking so nervous, and the nerves got ahead of me, and then I failed the test. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Not my G. I'm a fucking functioning adult.
Yeah, we're talking about trucks here.
Yeah, this is big trucks, nigga. What the fuck you know about it?
What do you know about big trucks?
Apparently not much on my side.
You'll get it anyways, but I'm glad that we're back.
I'm glad you're back. I was worried. That's why I told you to get all that shit. I was like, yo, make sure you get all the turmeric and the ginger and all that shit and start taking it. Cause some people get it, you know, some people get it bad. Some people are in the hospital and this and that.
It was bad that I had to self-isolate for 10 days because I don't live with anyone. So I'm like, I'm in my room by myself. Like, it's just, I got a little lonely, a little crazy, but I do have some great people in my life that took good care of me. I had one friend, Uber Eats me some food, even though I wasn't hungry. He's like, you should eat. Let me send you something. I'm like, sick. Nice guy. My mom dropped me off stuff. And then my other friend around the corner dropped me off some waters and stuff. So good people in my life taking care of me. Even though I was alone, it was nice to know, so mad love to everyone that helped me out while I was in COVID.
And that actually makes me think, like, imagine the people, because some people just didn't leave their house during like the whole thing, like, or like a good like 6 months. Like imagine that, like just this room for months.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
Crazy.
I watched so much fucking TV. I'm sick of TV now. It's like.
Were you getting into anything? Were you getting into any shows? Anything that like pulled you that you didn't think would?
Well, I was telling you I was watching $1 Million Listing, which is like guys selling fucking millions of dollars of real estate in New York. Holy cow, I have expensive taste now. I've been fucking Googling fucking penthouses with terraces, and I'm just like looking at it. And even in Toronto, it's not as much as in New York, but it's fucking still expensive.
Of course. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Some of the places I look at, I'm like, oh, this one might not be too bad. And it's like $1.8 million.
Yeah, they're not fucking around.
And I'm like, I got cash. How much cash do you want for it? Cash is king.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's you get into some weird shows when you're just chilling by yourself all the time. It sounds like you got into that's like the bottom of the barrel. Once you're watching real estate shows,
It's pretty good though. But it's funny because it's like Fucking one guy used to be there. It must not be that real, but I think it is real, but not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because one guy used to be in a soap opera. One guy was in gay porn before. One guy was a model before. It's like, how the fuck did these three guys all end up being
on the show?
Top. But the guy that out of gay porn actor, model, and soap opera actor, which one do you think is the best real estate agent?
These guys are real estate agents.
These are the three guys.
Oh, I thought these guys were like,
and that was all their ex careers.
Who's the best one? It was model, porn star, and what was the third one? And soap opera.
That was all their.
I'm gonna say porn star, because as a salesman, salesmen are usually wild boys, and I feel like if you're a porn star, you're gonna be a wild boy.
You got it right.
Yeah,
he's like 6'5", Swedish guy, gay guy.
Jeez.
But he's like not too gay. You know what I mean? Like he's flamboyant, but he's like just the right amount of sugar and spice and everything nice. He's a killer, man. He's fucking. You know, he has that sass to like be like, what's this number you're giving me? What's this number?
Oh wow!
But he's still tall and firm. You know.
I think I've seen this show.
Yeah, Frederick.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've seen this because my girl's into that type of stuff. That's my scapegoat. I'm gonna say it's all my girl.
Yeah.
Even though we watch it on my Netflix profile, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've seen this. That's so funny.
Frederick Eklund.
Yep. That's the dude. Yeah,
he's great, man.
I didn't even know he was gay. I didn't even realize.
What?
And he was in porn?
Yeah.
Wow. I had no idea. 30 million.
30 million. So the next guy down, that's the other guy on the show, 30, is also 30
Bro,
million.
That
but I swear on the show, this guy closes like the most deals. Like he gets some buildings that are like each penthouse. Like, so every level is like another penthouse.
Yeah.
You just get the whole floor to yourself from the 21st floor to like the 35th floor. And it started at like 20 million. And it's like by the time you're in the fucking top, you're fucking like $45 million penthouse. Like,
holy fuck!
And this guy's sold out the building. Like this guy's. Anyways, it's a TV show. Who knows how much of it's real? But I'm so impressed by this guy's sales skills.
That's
Frederick's my guy, yo.
The clothes are probably real. You know, the antics are probably just the thing that are put on.
My least favorite guy is the guy that used to be a model. His name's Steve Gold.
Okay.
And he's like I don't know. He's just such a little whiny baby to me. Like I don't like the way he does his thing. And you can tell he's like full of himself. Like obviously he's a model, he's a good looking guy, but like it's too much sometimes, you know?
A little too much?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Like you're in Frederick's world now.
Yeah. These guys are just gliding. This guy's gliding through life. This guy was like, I'm 6'5". I'm gonna just I like guys. I'm gonna just fuck guys on camera. And then he's done with that and he's like, I'm just gonna be one of the greatest real estate agents ever.
I'm just gonna move to New York because I like the real estate there. And then he's like, I think I could sell this thing.
Gliding. He's gliding through life.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's amazing.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. And
if he was straight, I'd say he had a horrible life. But yeah, he had to go through some shit.
But yeah, good for him.
That's wild.
So that show, yeah, and then, well, not while I was sick, but when I got back to work on these like long days where I have like so much time to sit around, I downloaded Swamp People to my show, to my phone. I now years ago, probably about like 10 years ago, I went on a trip to Pittsburgh with my dad and my cousin. When we were in the hotel room, Swamp People was on TV, and that's the first time I got introduced to Swamp People. I'm like, this is sick. Hunting alligators is so sick.
Yeah.
Do you know why hunting alligators is the best?
Well, you know what? I'm black, so I'm probably not going to get the answer right.
Okay, if you could think
you impart this white wisdom
Okay,
on me.
First of all, let me ask you, if you were going to hunt an animal, what animal would it be? Like just like something cool to hunt. Like what would you think?
If I'm going animal, I'm going for food, right? So I want a deer.
A deer? Okay. That's not that fun and exciting.
I know, but like I want food. What's fun and exciting to me is a year of not having to buy meat.
All right,
that's fun to me.
Fair enough.
But if I have to just shoot a thing that's cool,
yeah, cool.
I don't know. I guess it would either be alligator because I don't want to shoot the lion, but I want a lion. I want that lion, but I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, bear. How about bear?
Bear's good.
Bear's cool.
Grizzly. Don't give me a black bear that's like half the size of this table. That's silly. Give me a grizzly bear that could murder 18 people.
That'd be pretty scary to kill, but yeah, go for it. But no, the reason that hunting alligators is better than anything that you said.
Wow, this guy knew the answer already. Why didn't you just tell me?
Okay, so when you're hunting, if you want some exciting memory in your life, being like, I killed that, because it's like you have a deer on your, it's like, that's a deer. It's like, oh,
yeah, the mantle. Yeah, it's not gonna be impressive on the mantle.
The reason an alligator is like, okay, so you could hunt other predators like that could kill you, like bears, but that's a little like a grizzly bear fucking kill you. Yeah. Now, alligator can kill you, but the way you hunt alligators, they go around in this boat. Like that, the alligator is not going to be able to hop in the boat. So it's like,
no.
So you have that level of safety. If you don't fall in the water, you're all right. Like there is times where they have some close calls. You got to get bit on the hand, whatever, but
of course
you're pretty good. So you have that sense of danger, but at the same time, you have the sense of safety. Yeah. Then when you fucking kill the alligator, you still have that, like when you put the alligator up on your wall, you're like, I killed a fucking alligator. This is a fucking ferocious beast. And I killed it.
That's true.
And you can eat it, and you can make alligator shoes. You can do all this alligator stuff with it. But the other cool thing is when I looked into hunting alligators,
this guy said you can make shoes like as if you can make shoes like you go to the
people
washroom,
make gators,
bro. You think this is just like a simple thing? I'm just gonna make some shoes today.
You go to a taxidermist and you say, make me some alligators.
What? For real? A taxidermist will do it? No.
I don't know. Whatever. Whoever the guy is. You go to a shoemaker. I don't know, man.
You go to a shoemaker with raw alligator.
You go to Nike and you can say,
how many shoes can you make me?
Make me air gators. But yeah, fucking I looked into like hunting alligator places. And the places that I looked up, it says they have 100% success rate. They're like, you come out with us, you're killing an alligator. Like, we're getting an alligator today.
For sure.
So when I went hunting with my cousin's husband, like he killed a couple of things, but I couldn't hit them. But they're telling me, hey, we're gonna get you to fucking kill an alligator while we're out there.
Because you know what those guys are gonna do. Those guys are swamp people. They don't give a fuck. So they're just gonna roll up. They're gonna be like, there it is.
Yeah.
Kill it.
yeah.
And they're gonna they're gonna move real close, and you'll be like, right in the head.
Well, what they do, they hook them, like they set up like chicken. They put raw chicken on a fucking hook. And
okay, yeah, I've seen.
That's how they hook them.
True.
And then they bring them close to the boat, and then they're like, shoot them.
There you go.
Yeah, it's great.
You can do that.
But apparently, a kill shot, you have to. It's a pretty small like area, so you have to have a good shot. But they pull them pretty close to the.
That's what I was saying, right? Like, because it'll ricochet off, no?
Because it doesn't ricochet off, but apparently they have like skull, like the parts of their skull is like basically like strap metal. Like if you shoot it there, like it'll ricochet and you'll get like cut and stuff.
Fuck.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. They're crazy. Like when I watch that Swamp People, I'm like, alligators are crazy. Like
dinosaurs.
If they bite you, apparently there's like acid in their teeth and stuff because they have like so much bacteria in their mouth. Like they're just such an interesting predator, but they also kill each other. Like they get hungry. They're savage. They're savage.
You ever seen that video of the alligator just rip off the other one's arm?
No.
Like it's just a bunch of alligators are all just going for food. Like somebody just throwing food, and one of them just grabs one of the guy's arms and just rolls and rips it off and eats it, and the other one doesn't even move or react. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
Well, it's
weird. Fucking weird. It just rips his arm right off and just eats it. Like nothing. Well, he's just like, yo, bro, let me just get this real quick.
I think within the next 3 years, I'm gonna hunt an alligator. I'm gonna kill an alligator.
I feel like that just in terms of hunting in general. Like I feel like within like 3 years, I want to be on the way, or at least going on hunts. Like I want to do that. Yeah. I want that. I want that meat. I'm tired of paying for meat, bro. I eat steak, bro. It's a lot.
You pay for it one way or another.
You know what I mean? But like at least with that one, like you get like what? How much is a deer? Maybe like a male.
You get a nice amount. Venison sausage. You get enough. That you get probably so much that if you don't have a big freezer, you're gonna have to give away a lot of that.
Yeah, true. And that would be another thing. I could give some to my friends.
I could give my
organic.
I could give my friends meat, and that's all I want to do. Give my friends meat. Everyone likes the friend that brings the meat.
Pause. Because I do like meat. Pause. And if someone brought it to me, I'd be very happy.
Yo, my buddy brought me this meat the other day. Fuck, it's good.
Buddy brought me deer sausage.
Venison, yeah, it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, so because you wrote me that, and I was like, yo, this guy's bugging out, bro. He's going crazy. He's going COVID crazy. I thought you were still like in quarantine.
I know. Now I'm fucking trying to sell $1 million listings. I'm trying to fucking hunt alligators. I'm just watching TV and getting new dreams, pretty much.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. I like it.
And then my other thing that I got into recently that is it's apparently a dangerous path to go down is I was telling you before, I was watching a porn that had a girl doing this a Hego face. It was a girl, it wasn't a cartoon, but basically like that anime face where the girls stick their tongue out and go googly eyed.
And they're supposed to drool too.
And drool.
You ever heard of Bella Delphine?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so she's like the best at it. Almost.
Yeah, I was gonna get to her in the end because
damn.
Because I haven't checked out her thing because she's private. I requested to follow her on Instagram, but
this nigga is going down a rabbit hole.
But anyways, she is like one of the highest paid people on OnlyFans. Okay, so let me tell you something about that face. So first of all, I was watching it, I'm like, oh, this is pretty hot. Like, I don't know why I'm into this, but I like this girl doing that face.
Yo, we were wondering on Pros and Conquerors why we have 100% female or 100% male listeners and no females. We're just wondering.
Is this why?
I don't know.
They haven't even heard this yet. But maybe if they listen, then they can stop listening. At least it shows that you tried.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, so I was watching it. I was like, this is hot. This is oddly hot. And then I saw somebody in the comment section saying that like white girls shouldn't do this face because it's racist. And I was like, why is this racist?
Come on, man.
So then I Google why it's racist. And I ended up coming across a YouTube video where this guy's explaining like the history behind Hego, but it's not. Okay, so people say it's racist because it's like imitating like some Asian girls' faces or whatever. But apparently that googly-eyed, tongue out, drooling like look of a woman. It's been in history, like Medusa. There's another thing, the Gorgon, and then there's another one. Like all these like ancient, different ancient people. Like they have a woman with googly eyes and a tongue out, right?
Really?
And Medusa fucking. When men look at her in the face, they turn to stone. The Gorgon, it's like they eat men. Like when they look at like something like it's something all tied to like basically like ending a man's life or like fucking a man up, right?
Really?
Now that face, apparently it's like a girl sticking her tongue out and going googly eyed and drooling. It's like some kind of like hypnotist thing to a man that like. It fucks you up. Like you get addicted to it or something. Like you look at it too much. And then the guy in the video was explaining like he's like, so like these days, what can turn a man to stone? Porn. You look at porn. You don't want to go out with your friends anymore because you're like, or you know guys that like get too into it.
You're stuck.
And then so then just coming around to that Belle Delphine, she makes a lot of fucking money off doing that face.
Wow.
But if I was a girl with OnlyFans, like you don't even need to really like show pussy and stuff like. That face alone, like just doing sexy things, you'll get guys to subscribe.
That face alone, but yeah,
like like there's a reason that there's a science behind it. Like
that's so weird. Wow, I didn't know all of that.
Yeah.
See, I only like when you were asking me if I knew about it. I'm like I've just seen, like when you're into anime, like at least for me, like when I first got into like Dragon Ball Z. Like I started watching Death Note and then I jumped over to Tokyo Ghoul and I was like, yo, anime's sick. So I just started searching for anime and some of the things you stumble onto are ridiculous. Like it's the weirdest type of shit you could I think there was one called Monster where it's like this dude and he turns into a monster and then all of a sudden it was like I was watching I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then all of a sudden it's like his dick was huge and like he's
so this is a cartoon.
And it's a cartoon. Okay. It was the weirdest thing. I'm like, this is a cartoon? And that's when I started realizing anime is like not for kids per se. It's actually like for adults. And then I actually like started learning about anime. Yeah. So I was like, yo, this is wild. But yeah. Like,
I haven't gotten into that stuff.
I always saw that face when they would get banged by like an alien. It'd be like a dude, like this giant thing, and then they do that face.
If you're fucking your girl, ask her to make that face and see if you're hooked for life. Because that's what they're saying. Like ladies. If you're riding dick and you start making that face at a guy, you start making your eyes go googly, you stick your tongue out and start drooling. For one, it is that I'm hard already just thinking about it. But
pause.
Pause. I'm just kidding. It's a comedy. But it would be hot, and I'm telling you, ladies, you'll get a man hooked for life.
Holy advice from the king himself.
So that's why we need female listeners. If you listen to this episode,
you would have got something.
You would have got some knowledge.
You would have got blessed with a little bit of knowledge.
You leave with value. Maybe we'll make it a clip.
But since you guys aren't, you lose out.
So I'll make it a clip, and I'll take out the most juiciest part. Like, and now you learned. Now you have to listen to the whole episode to figure out what that missing part was.
Exactly. That's so weird. Because I'm trying to think of it now, and yeah, it's good. like when you think like it's,
that face is an undeniable face. Like it's like
because it looks like it's good because it looks like they're like
it looks like they're really enjoying themselves / like begging for your cum pretty much.
Yeah, it's a very weird face. That is.
Now I'm not saying you can just walk by a girl on the street and she does it to you and you're like holy fuck, but maybe she turns you to stone, rock hard. Stone.
And then you'd be turned to stone. I never even thought of Medusa and like how could that be like just a parable and like not actually turning into stone.
I forget what the third one was. Let me see. Medusa Gorgon.
That's a wild little thing you just brought up. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Soul Eater. Oh, what the fuck? How did this guy get here?
Right, yeah. Medusa Gorgon Soul Eater.
Oh, that's just Medusa. Anyways, I'll send you the video after.
That's the face.
Yeah.
That's so weird, man. So you're saying that this pops up in history everywhere?
A girl, a woman, tongue out, googly eyes. It's that's the fucking historic like way to fucking end a man, to eat a man's soul is to make that face. or at least that face in history.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So be careful with your Hego, guys.
So don't worry.
I've been reckless with it this past week, but I'm gonna. After I watch that video, I'm like, oh, no wonder. I'm fucking being hypnotized right now.
I'm gonna rehabilitate JamEasy. Don't worry, guys. He's gonna be back to normal soon.
Last year at the beginning of the year,
take a walk. Make sure you take a walk today. This guy's watching.
Last year at the beginning of the year, I got into that princess cum porn, which was like a girl.
What is happening right now?
But that I got off of. So I'm like, I just go through phases. I just like watching different things. That one was the girl when the girl
you're like Picasso
tricks a guy into coming inside her. That was my thing in like beginning of last year. That's why I'm watching. I'm going down all these dangerous roads. Girls getting tricked. Other girls fucking making these faces like hypnotizing you. What's up with me?
This is one of the.
I gotta talk to a psychiatrist.
I think you should just go to the hospital. Ask them if this is like a COVID thing.
Go to a hospital.
Is this COVID brain or something?
I'm being hypnotized by.
Imagine you walk in, they're like, "Is it the Medusa thing?" Okay, this is what you do.
Gorgon the Soul Eater. Yep.
We got a Gorgon, guys. Come on in
you gotta
here,
start
sir.
Looking at girls that don't have googly eyes.
Start talking to girls that wear glasses.
Yeah.
So what we got? We can just say. You want to just jump from top to bottom or what? Top
to
bottom.
Whatever you like. Yeah.
Because Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner, yeah. Caitlyn
Trump, basically.
She became a woman, a trans woman, and I always thought there was something fishy about it. And I'm not talking about her brand new pussy, guys. That smells like a new car. I always thought there was something fishy about it because it came at the time where she got in a car accident and killed a man, and then she's like, "Oh, I might go to jail. Oh, I might as well become a woman then."
But that doesn't get you out of it, though.
No, but it probably sends you to a female prison at least.
Yeah, I guess. But like, who cares? Like, I feel like
who cares?
Yeah,
I think one's a lot more comfortable than the other, especially when you're an Olympic athlete.
But your daughter's a billionaire.
True.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
That's why I always thought it was fishy. But now we're coming to where Caitlyn has kind of, in a sense, turned on the trans community with some of her recent statements. Would you say it's turning on them?
It was actually surprising. I thought for sure that was gonna be a thing she used to garner more attention and more votes, saying, "Yo, like let this happen."
The other route,
yeah, she took the completely other route and was like, "I think." It's
and what we're talking about is high school. Is it high school sports or all sports?
I think she's saying all sports.
So she's saying that trans women shouldn't be allowed to compete in women's sports, which is a controversial issue, and you can see both sides of it. But you would think that Caitlyn would be on the other side of it.
Yeah, 100%. You'd think that. That's what I thought, at least. It was actually really surprising and funny to me because I was like, she doesn't. I guess she's like, I'm out of sports.
Yeah,
I'm done with sports.
I won as a man in a man's sport.
She's like, I got all the medals.
Seriously though, Bruce won shit. Bruce won shit.
What do you mean? He was on a Wheaties box.
He was on a Wheaties box. So
Like,
so he's like, look, I didn't have to change genders to
Like
win medals. I won my medals and then I changed gender.
the way people
So that's why
the way people look up to The Rock, they used to look up to him.
you want to run.
Isn't that crazy?
You want to run track and field? How about you take your penis off after high school then?
Well, it's not even high school though. That's the thing. It's all sports. All sports,
College
like
too, yeah.
college and professional, right? A professional, Olympic, obviously.
Yeah,
She's talking about. So it's a surprising thing, but I guess. And you know what? It doesn't even make sense. Isn't California more liberal or red?
Yeah. No,
so
blue.
then, like, how are you gonna win governor doing that?
I know.
I
think the reason is because the liberal governor right now has done such a bad job that they're like, because she's running as a Republican, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
for sure.
So they might as well take that side because that's a Republican value, I think, right?
It is.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. But it's like especially now in California, didn't all the Republicans leave? Like celebrities and Republicans, didn't they all just bounce? Like like I don't know who she's playing to.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one. But what do you think about that? Do you think trans women competing in sports? Should there be like a whole new league for them, or?
See, that's the thing. It's like that's the thing. Like, what do you do then? Now there's a whole other league, and now like what's going on in that league? It's too much. I would just say let them in and get prepared to lose. You're gonna get devastated. The fighting though. I heard of a case of this woman. Like I think she got like her skull was fractured because of the hit she took from somebody who was trans and in there. So and I think it was either coma or she almost died.
Oh fuck.
So with the fighting, it's a little different. But like I say with sports, basketball, all like Olympic sports, all that shit, just go ahead. Because eventually we're gonna get to co-ed sports. That's happening soon.
Yeah. There was a woman's like 100 or 200 high school race that I saw on the news because there was 2 trans girls in it and they came first and second, and it was to qualify for the next meet, which top 6 qualify. So the girl that came in 7th was all upset because she's like, I should have been in the finals if I would have been in top 6 if they weren't in it. But then I'm like, you were in 7th. Like I want to hear from the girl that came in 3rd that should have came in 1st. Like if anyone's gonna complain, it should be her.
Yeah,
you're complaining about coming in 7th. You can't even beat the other girls. Like, shut the fuck up.
You're already lazy.
Yeah, like you're
relax yourself. Yeah. You weren't about to put up no Usain Bolt fucking numbers if these girls weren't there.
But if I had a daughter in high school and she, let's say, was playing a sport that let's say that
she's in basketball, whatever.
She came in 3rd and she could have won gold in the regionals or provincials, whatever. I'd be a little sad for her.
Yeah, you could be sad, but like for me, like if I had a daughter and that was the situation, I'd be like, yo, step it up. Step it the fuck up.
How about if you had a son that became your daughter and he was smoking all the other girls? Would you be there taking pictures of her being
I'd be like,
where you go, Christian?
This is where
This
is where you go now. Like this is it. This is where you play, and you're dominating.
Yeah,
the W's a W.
We're gonna make you
go ahead.
The best woman athlete of all time.
Go ahead. Like like you're here now. But yeah, it's a weird little thing that's going on with Caitlyn.
It is weird, a little thing. And it's tough.
I can't wait to see how it unfolds.
And you have to judge everyone's reasoning for when they transition now, because say some people are doing it for the wrong reasons. They're not doing it because they actually feel like that. They're just doing it because they want to dominate a women's sport or make a point. Because I've seen like some people, they don't even try. They just say
that's Mamba mentality.
There was a guy that became a girl, but he did it like under false pretenses kind of thing. Like he wasn't actually like
he didn't
he wasn't actually transitioning.
He just yes,
like women.
Yes. The deadlift record. I remember.
So
Joe Rogan was talking about.
It's tough. It's tough to say like you don't want to judge people and say, oh no, you don't really feel that way. But at the same time, there is a line,
right? Because nobody could say that to that guy.
Yeah.
Nobody was able to be like, you don't feel that way. He was like, this is what it is, and that's it. And whatever. Like I like when it comes to sports, because I don't give a fuck about sports. I think it's fine. Like go ahead, you let him in there and step it up, ladies.
Women get better at sports.
Because you know what? That's exactly if I had a daughter, and she, like, let's say I had like a bunch of sons and I had like two daughters, and she wanted to be in sports. You're playing with your brothers. I'm not bringing you to the girls' court. You're gonna play with your brothers, and they're gonna go hard, and you're gonna move up to that level. You're doing it. Like, what do you think this is?
You're playing tackle football with your brothers.
But like, you know what I mean? If it is football you want to get into, you're gonna play with the best. You're gonna play with the strongest.
You're playing hockey. You're not wearing a helmet. You're not being a little bitch.
You know what I mean? Like when you play basketball, and I've seen enough white guys do this. They go to where the black guys are to play basketball. Why? Because they're gonna get good as fuck, and then they're gonna go back to the suburbs. And they're gonna cross up Kyle. Kyle's gonna break his ankles. You know what I mean?
As my basketball life was, I played with black guys, and I always thought I was horrible. Right. And then I went to play. And then when I went to University of Guelph and I went to the court and it was all white guys, I started playing and I'm like, I'm not that bad. Like I got a decent mid range. I don't have anyone's hand in my face right now. But and then I came back with more confidence when I played with my black friends, and I was a little bit better. Still not.
There you go. Right. There you go. Like that's
you got to go back and forth between two worlds. Get your confidence up, because like get your fucking like humbled.
Like a good example of that is like Kobe Bryant's daughter that passed. Like she was getting pointers and training directly from him. Yeah, you know what I mean, and that was making her insanely good. So it's like, you know, you just gotta step up to who's there. It's like if Andy Dick all of a sudden wanted to be a UFC fighter. It's like, well, there's guys like Conor McGregor and Brock Lesnar. You're gonna have to move up to that standard. You're gonna have to grow and get harder and better, and you're gonna have to fight these guys.
Andy Dick, what a weird.
I'm thinking of a skinny dude. Like, who else can I say skinny that you just picture?
So is he gonna become a woman and fight?
No, but he's stepping into this arena where everybody is bigger and stronger.
True.
So you step it up.
True.
That's all you can do.
But you would fight somebody in your weight class. That's the thing.
You'd fight somebody in your weight class, but they would be vastly different than Andy Dick.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder what weight class he's in.
He's fucking below welterweight, definitely.
But speaking of transitioning, another big transition story recently is Demi Lovato is coming out as non-binary. She's a they them, or
funny.
They are a they them. Sorry.
Funny you say that, because
there's nothing funny about that.
Yeah, it is, because you're saying you said like she's coming out as, like, is it a transition thing? I don't know. I don't
know how to say.
Do you transition to non-binary?
I try and keep up with everything that I'm supposed to be saying and saying it properly. Sorry if I've said anything wrong, but Demi Lovato, I find that one a little bit wishy-washy as well. I think Demi Lovato,
new album, new show.
See, I didn't know about that. I just thought she was just depressed. She just wanted to shake things up, because every time she
just want to shake things up.
Every time she says, "I'm this, I'm that," there's a bunch of people there to love and support her.
Yeah, or try and tear her down. Yeah,
so she went from, she went from straight to lesbian to bisexual to
she did
non-binary.
Oh, I didn't know all that.
She's had a couple. She's had a couple.
So she's been trying to find herself.
She's been finding herself.
She's been trying to. Or do I not say that they've been trying to find themselves?
They have been figuring it out.
Guys, that's really hard. I'm sorry.
It's like, do I like girls? Am I even a girl? There's a lot of figuring out.
That was JamEasy in it when he was COVID. He was quarantined.
Yeah. What is?
Do I actually? Is this me?
Am I a boy or a girl?
Nah, yeah, but like that's all power to you. You come out as non-binary, but I always there's something called, if you guys don't know, there's something called rollouts in the industry of Hollywood. A rollout. Yeah. So a rollout is planned way in advance of the albums and shows. The rollouts consist of people announcing things. Meg Thee Stallion had a rollout that was disguised as her not being able to release music. Lil Pump had a rollout of parading as if he was an independent artist when he was really signed to a major label. Right? Like, there's these little things that people do. So for me, seeing that timing of everything, that's a little odd.
She released her album April 2nd, 2021. And then she became non-binary a month later when sales weren't doing as good as they should have been.
Yeah,
I'm sad. My things aren't selling well enough. I feel like maybe I'm not a boy or a girl.
Yeah,
I feel like that it was that thought process. It was either I need to do something to draw some attention to me, or it was I'm feeling sad
and I don't know,
and I need some attention.
And I don't know what, like I don't know up from down of myself. And then she's just like, now I found myself. I'm non-binary.
Pretty shit sales.
So she
38,000.
Whoa, that's what the new one did?
Yeah.
Oh, say word. That's not good.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody. If you're one of those household names and you're not doing over 100K, it's considered a flop.
Her album is called Dancing with the Devil, The Art of Starting Over.
So see what I mean? Like
that ties in well to her starting over as a
devil.
As a they them.
Dancing with the devil.
Dancing with the devil. The devil is the
Damn.
LGBT community. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm joking.
Nah. The devil is the devil. Soul not for sale over here. That's what I hashtag all my pictures as. Soul not for sale. Soul not for sale.
It follows a reformative period in the singer's career after being hospitalized for a drug overdose.
Yeah, she had a bunch of shit going on, eh?
She did so much drugs, she woke up and she's like, am I even a woman anymore? I'm fucked up.
She's
Yo,
wild.
bro, I'm tripping right now. Am I even a woman?
She's wild. She's like a heroin overdose. Like,
come on. You're not... I find that so funny. She did so much drugs that she came out. She's like, guys, I'm tripping right now. Am I a girl? I think I might be not buying it. She's like, I got so high on acid that I'm like, fuck, am I even a girl or a boy? Or am I nothing at all? Yo, what a druggy thing to say. Non-binary is such a drug thing to say.
No.
I'm just a human. I'm just not even a boy or a girl. I'm just like, I don't even identify as you putting me in one of these groups. I'm a they them.
That is a group.
Hey,
that's the whole thing. That is a group now.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. It is a group now.
Okay, that's a new bit. My new bit is talking about how non-binary is something that fucking some hippies came up with, some hippy dippy druggers that were just doing so much drugs. They're like, yo, what am I? Am I a boy or a girl? This is so trippy, yo.
All right, you've gone too long with this. Stop it.
Okay, in brighter news,
you gotta clean that one up. Cause like I see where you're going with it, but it doesn't have the laughs yet. But the fact that it's making you laugh, it means that there's something there.
There is something.
There's something there for you to work
with. And is there
with.
something there at home, guys? Let us know in the comment section.
There is something there for you to work with.
Yeah.
But don't make it hip. You know why? I don't like hippies and drugs because hippies do psilocybin and LSD and DMT. They don't do heroin. That's my beef right now. But we don't do because I'm one of these guys. But I don't do heroin at home.
But do you trip out on? Okay. Do you trip out on heroin? Like
no. That's what I just said to him. He's not listening. No, I do not go home.
But I mean,
and trip out on heroin.
Do heroin addicts? Do they hit the needle? And they start getting high and they're like,
no. Let me explain it right now.
What am I?
No, there's no words that happen once you take a heroin injection. You stop all words and thinking. That's why.
So that and then it has to be hippies. I have to talk about your.
No, man, it's not hippie. She's not a hippie. Okay, dancing with the devil and heroin use is not hippie shit. Psilocybin is. Fucking look at all these mushrooms I got on me, dog.
Anyways, yeah. So Israel Palestine. What do you think about it?
I think it's getting too much in the streets here.
It's been very interesting.
I know a guy who just got his head fucking split open, like literally, like
in Canada?
Yeah, like just the other week, like
what side was he on?
The Israel side.
Did he show up at a Palestinian parade with a fucking Israel flag?
Bro, you can't even tell what's the Palestinians things and what's the Israeli things because it's like as soon as they show up. As soon as they show up, they show up.
It's like that?
So yeah, of course, because it's like even in my neighborhood when I was telling you like it's Weiling, it's like there's a bunch of Israeli people and what happened? Somebody got wind of it and then some Palestinian supporters rolled up, right? And it looks insane. But yeah, this guy got like I seen the picture. He's like, no, he wasn't even split here. He was split like here, like bad. Like Rocky, like cut me type shit. I was like, holy fuck. Man.
It's a weird thing. It's a tough subject to even talk about. But when
I think the main thing.
I feel like
I say this every fucking. I don't want to say every year because it doesn't happen every year. But I say it all the time. That stuff to the violence. It needs like obviously it shouldn't be going on over there, but it needs to stay over there if that's where it's happening. You can't bring it here into the streets. It's fucking too much, man. It's
well, first of
crazy.
all, black people made protesting way too cool. That's the thing. Black Lives Matter made protesting so cool. Now everyone's like, fuck it, let's protest. Let's protest that protest. Let's protest this.
Yeah, because
like that's what
you know what does that? They're like, if they're allowed to do it, well, we're all allowed to do it.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happens.
That's exactly what happens. And you know what that is? That's bullshit. That's society looking and saying, if the niggers can do it, so can I.
Cultural appropriation. That's so funny. Is that? I didn't even
Bro,
realize.
just today, there's blue squares going up.
You can have a grill, so I can have a grill.
There's blue squares going up everywhere today.
What's that?
Blue squares, the same way there was black squares when the black.
Is that for Israel?
Yeah. Everybody just does.
See, okay, that I don't know enough about the subject to speak on it too.
And I just want to make clear for anybody who knows me and is watching, I did not put up a blue square, and don't get mad because a lot of people I know in this community that I'm from, this Jewish community, they didn't have up black squares. So let's relax.
You didn't even have a black square, did you?
Exactly, I didn't have a black square either. I don't do that stuff.
Yeah, I just found out that Israel was just made in the 40s. I thought it was like thousands of years old.
Yeah,
but because after this thing, I looked into it, and it's like basically the Holocaust happened, and they were like, it was a tough time to be a Jew in Europe. So
no, they were made stateless. It wasn't that there was a tough time. They were
stateless.
Yeah, it's like somebody coming in here, like government wise, and being like, you're no longer of this country.
So they kicked out the Jews after.
Yep. I think it's fucked up. I think it's
okay. I got to look more into that shit. But anyways, they ended up
they were stateless. Like once you're stateless, you don't have a place. So now that we've made this state for Jewish people, that's where you're going. That's what happened. It wasn't like, oh, it's just tough. Go over there, guys, because it's like that's Middle East. It's gonna be tough for us over there too. It's like they just made them stateless, and they're so like, bye. Crazy.
Yeah, I got to learn more about that. But
and not all of them had to leave, which is another odd thing.
But anyways, they've been there since the 40s, and they've just, I guess, they've taken a little more of Palestine, and now Palestine's at the point where they're like, yo, we can't give you any more.
Well, I mean, like they never wanted to give anything. They didn't want them there from the
beginning. But now it's got a little ridiculous. It's
like when they got there, they right away were gonna like attack them. Like as soon as they got to like what's Israel now, as soon as they got there, they were gonna get attacked, and they had to like be protected for a long time. And
this ain't the first war that they've had. They've definitely been going back and forth over it.
Started from the bottom. Now they got one of the most powerful armies in the world.
And
they're like behind these fences when they first got there with their ribs showing. They're like, don't worry.
You know what's funny to me? The whole birthright trip, and it's like
it's not funny. It's not a funny thing.
No, why it's funny to me is that
you know
it's
why?
It's like okay, if you're saying, oh, we were there first, so then it's like you guys just got here in the 40s, like you're just taking over our country, and then they're like, hey, all right, we're gonna start sending our kids and our grandkids from all over the world, like any Jewish child can go visit Israel and be like, hey, this is our country.
Yeah, well, it's not their country. It's a state for them. So if you're from Canada, obviously you can't have two countries that you're from.
But it's your birthright to go on a trip there.
It's your birthright to go there, yeah. And I think everybody should fucking have that. I want a birthright to go to Africa. I think it's nonsense that there's not things set up for me to do that.
But they set it up for Israeli people. I mean, they set it up for Jewish people that have no fucking history of Israel.
Because it's your birthright to experience that place now that it's a real thing. That's 100% what it is.
It's interesting.
Like but it's something that should be there for everybody. It's not an interesting thing like, oh, that shouldn't be happening. That should be happening for everybody. It's bullshit that I don't have a birthright to go to Africa.
Well, you know whose fault that is,
bullshit. Right? No, I don't, because that's helped out via the government. That whole thing. That's not just them.
Yeah, but how do you get help from the government? You become
white. You become white.
You become a really successful businessman.
You become
where
white.
That politicians rely on your money and support.
No. This was happening way before anything like what you're talking about. The birthright's been a thing for a very long time. Very, very long time.
Is Bill Gates Jewish?
No.
Okay, because Bill Gates. So him and his wife getting divorced, and apparently they were saying on the radio yesterday that it's because when his wife found out how involved he was with the Epstein Island.
So, what do you mean?
Fucking kids.
Wait, what do you? Which are we switching topics?
Yo, yeah.
You gotta tell me.
Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
This guy's like, is Bill Gates Jewish? That was your segue?
No, because I was thinking Epstein is, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just thinking about high level ranking Jewish people, you know. But no, Bill Gates' wife apparently
he wasn't high ranking Jewish, Epstein. He was high ranking, I would say, Illuminati / devil.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're
which
having
is
an island of fucking
the
kids.
same thing. No, I'm kidding. Man, I'm kidding. Yo, I
stop making it so I have to cut things out.
Do we have to cut that out? Is that
well, because you afterwards get that way, right?
Yeah.
I never get that way. You afterwards
because sometimes I say things that I don't mean. Anyways, yeah, no, I would just find it interesting that Bill Gates he's gonna get caught up in some shit soon because so apparently his wife was like, yo, you were way too close with that guy, like you definitely had some involvement with that, and that's why she's divorcing him.
No, that's not what's happening. She knows everything, and she was there too, and she's just distancing herself, and that's just what they need to do. There's no ill will between the two of them whatsoever. It's literally like just a business move. I remove myself from you while this is happening. That way our charities and foundations still stay intact because I'm the one that's not involved, and now I'm over here.
Wow, this guy's thinking.
Bro, you got to think about what's happening around the situation when you see these situations pop up. Around it, what's happening around it? She's just preserving the thing that they built. It's literally $100 billion thing.
Damn. Yeah.
So if he gets drug into the mud, all good. I'm here. Melinda Gates Foundation. It's all good.
Yeah.
We're still here. That's all it is. Because if they both go down together, all that goes to shit. You know?
Wow.
That's what it is.
What a roller coaster that story was.
You gotta look. You gotta look at the fine print.
Makes
of
sense.
These people. That's why I talk about rollouts and stuff like that. Like there's always. You got to look at what's going on around it. Like what just happened and what's going to happen that this thing is now here, you know?
Damn.
Chess. It's chess, not checkers. You didn't even have Bill Gates on there.
No.
Bro,
I just thought of it.
bro. Let me know what that word says.
Which one?
That one in the middle.
Here you go. We talked about that already.
Is that how you write it?
Yeah, AHEGAO.
Hey, like why do you write like that?
That's how it's spelled.
No, why do you write like this?
Oh, I don't have good printing.
Okay, what's this Drake so nice?
Drake is just so nice, man. He's just a nice guy. I just find that Drake is just a really nice guy.
What the fuck? That's the topic? All right.
The reason it's a topic is... Okay, so after COVID, went to my mom's place, and she's like, oh, I was watching Hot Ones. I was like, I didn't even know Hot Ones was on TV. Hot Ones is that TV show where a guy interviews different stars.
Yeah. And
he's eating hot wings with them. Anyways, so I watched like 2 random episodes when I was at my mom's. One was like from like season 2 and one was from season 5. One was Jay Farrow, guy from Saturday Night Live, and one was Guy Fieri, guy from the Food Network, all the food channel shows. Both of them, 3 seasons apart, totally different guys, totally different industries. Both of them had stories about Drake being so nice.
Who? Say it again.
Guy Fieri and Jay Farrow.
And who the hell is Jay Farrow?
Jay Farrow, he does like impressions and stuff. He was on Saturday Night Live, black guy.
Oh, Jay Farrow.
Yeah.
Not Farrell.
I said Farrell.
He's a proud black man. You don't call him Farrell, okay?
Anyways.
That's for Irish people. Farrell. Okay?
Okay, sure.
Pharaoh is
I thought I was saying
we
Pharaoh.
call
Rewind the tape.
Men like that. We say Pharaoh.
The point is, he had a story about Drake being nice. His story was he ran into Drake in England,
bro,
and Drake's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And he's like, "I'll be here. I'll be around." And he's like, "Well, we got a fucking concert like 3 hours away. I'll send you on my jet. You can get on this tour bus full of women. Bring your boys." And he's just hooked him up like that.
Really?
And then Guy Fieri was like, he ran into him in Toronto when he was doing diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah.
He ended up like giving him fucking some OVO stuff for his son and like just being a nice guy, just a good guy.
That's it.
And
Those are two stories.
But it's random that I watched one episode from like season 2, one episode from season 5. They were not connected. Back 2 different guests, and they both had stories about Drake being a nice guy. What the fuck?
Nah, that's weird. Yeah.
Wait, you don't think Drake's a nice guy?
No, he more than likely is very nice.
I wonder what Drake's thinking about Israel Palestine, and if he's done his birthright trip.
I don't know if he's done birthright. I don't know if he ever had to, because like it's not.
You don't have to. You get to. It's a right.
Yeah,
a birthright.
But the thing is, when you go on birthright, there's a whole thing you have to stay a part of. So it's like if you have the money, it's better to go on your own because then you don't have to stay with this tour group.
So he probably didn't do it then.
Probably not. And I think he thinks about it like what most people do. It's like you don't want to see it happen, and you got to stay like it's hard to go on either side. He's really good friends with DJ Khaled. Khaled's Palestinian.
Bella Hadid got fucking dropped from Dior for coming out as saying free Palestine and stuff.
Bella Dior.
No, Bella
Thorne. Is that it?
Gigi Hadid.
Oh, Gigi Hadid. Okay, that's a completely different person.
I know. I got you got too many names in my head.
Gigi Hadid. Yeah, of course.
She got in trouble, right?
Yeah. That's gonna happen.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I don't even know what I'm allowed to say. Like, I want to work in the entertainment industry. Like,
oh, I could tell you. I could tell you what you can't say. We got 10 minutes of it.
Clip. There.
Fucking. We got like what you are and aren't allowed to say. You're allowed to say whatever you want, but at the same time, it's like how you say it. Like if all she said was "Free Palestine," that's a little weird for her to get dropped. Like she's just showing like what she thinks.
But
like,
why? Okay. So Colin, why? I don't know. I don't want to give you more stuff to cut out. So maybe we just need to talk about because I'm curious. I'm just gonna speak as a guy that doesn't know because I'm just curious. And if somebody can inform me. Okay, there's a war going on there. You see Palestinians being kicked out of their home, bombing, setting fire to mosques, bombing like destruction of neighborhoods. You see people in Canada saying, "Hey, please stop that," and then Israeli people show up and they're like, "No," and it's like, what? Like I don't get that part. Like it's like, what are you defending? Like I'm not saying they should give up Israel.
It's not about a war because there is no real war going on. You can say there is if you want, but it's not. It's a conflict. Like in the conflict, like it's just. I guess you can say a Cold War because it's like this ongoing long thing. But like it's the Palestinians, the people who are supporting, they want the Palestinians to have these basic rights that they're told that they don't have. And the Jewish people, when they roll up, they talk about having the right to defend themselves towards these people who are attacking them. And then the other side says, "Oh, they don't even have an army." And then the other side says, "Well, they're still bombing and doing suicide bombing and this and that, so they're still inflicting no matter what they have. They still have access to shit." And then these people say they don't have access to anything. And then these guys say, "Yeah, they do. They're getting money from like Hamas and from Iran, and some people speculate America even for some odd reason." So it's like it's this whole thing where it's like nobody really knows what's going on. And then you talk to somebody who's like, I remember when I was dating a girl who was from Israel, she's like they dig holes, there's tunnels. She's like, I see them. She's like, they dig holes to get over here and they do fucked up shit. She's like, I've seen them many times. She's like it's fucked. She's like, I get people who throw rocks through my window sometimes, like because she's living out there. She's like, it's fucked up. So it's weird to hear both sides. It's very odd.
When I saw one clip on Instagram of a Israeli guy there, somebody asking him like, so you think it's okay to kill Palestinian children? And he basically says like, I'd rather kill them when they're a kid than let them grow up to have a gun in their hand.
Right. So
but that is a fucked up way to think.
That mentality forms, and then
that mentality like, does form, and then
people gang up. Right. It's the tribe up thing. So it's like you're not going to be able to say to somebody, listen, Donald Trump, he saved a black kid once. He saved him from fire. And like that's what happened. It was in 1990. The person on the other side who's like left was just gonna go, no, that didn't happen. And you're gonna say, yeah, it did. And they're gonna say, well, prove it because he did X, Y, Z. That's right. You know what I mean? It's just this ongoing thing. You're not gonna get somebody to go, well, hydroxychloroquine actually helps COVID, and Trump said it. They're gonna say, fuck you. You just said Trump. You just said hydroxychloroquine. I'm not on your side. Like it's just the way it is. So when because that guy was that, but no because wait because that's I'm building up.
Okay,
this guy was asked that question so he could give that answer because they know no matter what he's not going to say no you should leave those Palestinian people alone.
You should not kill kids.
No.
How is that hard?
No. It's not about that. It's the answer that he knew he was going to get. It's just like if I say Donald Trump saved my life, is he a good guy to black people? The person here is going to say no matter what. It doesn't matter what I say. So he knows when I ask this question, he knows he's going to get that answer. That's why the question was asked. I know about this basically because I've been watching this for so long, and I'm an interviewer. You don't ask questions for answers. You ask questions for your answers.
Yeah. I get that part, but I'm surprised that is the logic there. That like,
of course,
like we have to kill these. They said
because
if
you have
you
to
were
think,
in a hospital
no,
and a baby came out of a vagina,
stop,
you would murder it.
Yo,
and stop, he said,
stop. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn.
I have to talk sometimes too, bro.
No, because like what you're saying, what was I gonna say? Because when you say stuff like when you're going for your answer, I forgot it. I lost.
You paint them into a corner.
No. Sorry. That's what I was gonna say. What happens when he says no? It's okay. It's okay. Keep those kids around. What happens to him?
I don't know. What happens to him?
What happens to him? What happens when? What
happens when you
stop?
say,
Stop.
Oh,
what happens?
Sorry, guys.
Stop. Come on. Stop. What happens to the Ossington comedian when he says that comedian who said nigger on stage is okay? What happened? No. Stop. What happens to that comedian? Don't think of it as the same thing. What happens to that comedian?
But I'm not thinking of it as the same thing because it's a horrible example.
I know, but what happens to him? I'm asking you. I'm not asking for any answer.
It's bad news for him.
Why?
Because that doesn't go with the in line with their values.
Whose values?
Well, in this sense, you're saying the Ossington community.
So his tribe is not going to abide by that, right? So what happens to him?
I guess he's not in that anymore.
He's out. Yeah. What else?
I don't know.
So now he can't do comedy. The way he's been doing comedy, he can't do comedy now. So now what happens to that Israeli guy if he says that's okay?
If he says that,
stop. I'm asking what happens if he says it's okay.
Yeah, what happens if he says that it's okay to not kill babies? I would hope not much happens to him.
I'm asking what happens.
I don't
like you keep see, and this is another tactic people do. They keep bringing up the big crazy thing with big eyes and everything. Talk about it, but talk about it normally. Like I'm just talking like a normal person.
Okay,
you're poisoning the water. I'm talking normally.
We're talking about killing babies.
See,
the water has been poisoned.
See,
I'm not poisoning the water. The whole subject.
No, you're poisoning the water.
There's no equal analogy to say. Oh, well, if this guy says he's okay with saying the N-word, so then that guy says he's okay with killing babies.
No, poisoning the water means you're influencing people with the way you're acting right now.
Well, I hope so. That's the thing you should be listening.
Exactly. See,
and liking and sharing. I want to influence people.
That's what I mean, and that's what that guy's doing. He deliberately fucked that guy. That's what happens. If a KKK member says don't kill black babies, he gets seen as soft inside that community that he's decided to be a part of, and now he gets excommunicated. Now he has nobody.
So are you okay? All right.
Like you're not understanding. You're not understanding the mentality.
What you said there is a closer comparison.
Bro, it's all the same. It's all the same because at the end of the day, the tribe excommunicates the person. That's why it's all the same. See, you're thinking of things too big and nigger and babies and this and that. All that matters is the tribe will say you are now out. That's what happens. It's 100% true.
I'm just laughing at that sentence. You're thinking too big.
Yeah, you're thinking about all these massive things, but it's like it's a very basic thing. It's the tribe that's here. And you're here, and if you step out of it, you're out.
So you think that that's such an unpopular opinion in that tribe that you're excommunicated for saying that I don't think we should be killing babies?
See, you're doing it again.
What the hell?
No, you're doing it again.
What am I doing? I'm just trying to understand.
It doesn't matter what it is. That's what I keep saying. You keep bringing up babies. It doesn't matter what it is. That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't matter what it is.
That's crazy.
It could be anything.
So that clip.
It could be, are they funny sometimes?
Okay.
You said they're funny sometimes? Okay, you go be with your friends then.
Okay, let me.
It could be anything.
Now, when I watched that clip, I have one friend that was in the Israeli army years ago. He's been in Canada now. We know. You know him too. And I sent that to him. I'm like, I know it's such a touchy issue, like what's going on over there.
Yeah.
But like, can we agree that this is wrong?
Yeah.
Can we agree that killing babies is wrong?
Yeah.
And you know what he said?
What?
He's like, at this point, I don't care as long as we finish the job and get rid of Hamas this time. So like that is like the way they're trained to
think.
It's fucked.
It's a tribe. It's not a trained to think thing. It's the tribe. Like you and I are.
Like that, that feels like a brainwashed mentality to me.
Like
they've been in like so much propaganda in their minds when they look at this type of person, they're like, he could grow up to be a terrorist.
You can call it propaganda, or you can call it exposure. You know what I mean? It's like you can say like somebody gets like somebody with trust issues, say like I'm somebody with trust issues. Like I've been shown so much propaganda. It's like, no, I've been exposed to so many situations where you can't trust people. It's like you didn't have to really brainwash me. It's just my surroundings. If you look in the sky and you see these missiles getting blown up, and then you see a tunnel over there, and then your window breaks and somebody says fuck you, Jew, or something, that's like, we can call that the propaganda that they're getting the washing from that because they're seeing it, right? It's fucking,
what a touchy,
because I was gonna say on the other side, then they have their washing, right? Like the Palestinians also have their 100%,
yeah.
They have people pointing, saying, look, you used to live over there, right? Oh, you don't now, right? Like they have people gassing them up. Same way they had people gassing up black people. Yo, you know a black guy just got killed. You know if that white guy that got pulled over, you know if he was black, that wouldn't have happened, right? Like they're just gassing people up. It's a thing that happens all over the world. That's why I don't have to hear about whether it's babies or Jewish or Palestinian. Bro, people are always getting gassed up like this, pushed into these conflicts, gassed up like this constantly. And it's through what they see around them and then what they're told.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Because you can see it with anything. There are guys who just don't like me because I'm black. Because black people are dirty and they steal and they do this and that and this and that. And I do none of those things. But when they see me, I do all those things. Right? But like if they're exposed to a bunch of black people who are like that, that's just how they're going to see black people.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
Like I'm not going to bring it up. But like in the Caribbean, some Caribbean people are like, they don't like this Caribbean type of person. They don't like that Caribbean. You know what I mean? And it's because of like the exposure they get towards it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, okay, Jamaican dudes always do this. They always do that. And then they learn you're from Jamaica. Some people do that with me when they learn I'm Cuban. All of a sudden they're like, oh,
this guy's a commie.
Well, no, not even that. Like you can't trust. Like I've heard people say you can't trust Cuban people. They steal. Like somebody saying that to me, not realizing. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, and they just think that. Because they've been around a bunch of Cubans who were like that.
Okay.
Or they're stupid enough to believe a movie or something.
Yeah.
So it's way more than just like getting asked a question and trying to just be on the right side of things. Because for them, the right side of things looks completely different than what it looks like for us.
That's crazy.
Because we never go through anything. Also, it's like how would we feel about certain people if we thought they were constantly trying to like hurt us and kill us?
If like one group of people was like known for robbing your cars, breaking your windows, like in your neighborhood for the 20 years you grew up, and then you get to a point where it's like, hey, we should get them out of our neighborhood, and then people are like, hey, you're trying to get them out of your neighborhood, like,
yeah,
it's wow, but honestly, what a touchy subject, and
but the guy who just moved into that street, he'd be like, yo, what are you talking about? He'd be like, what are you saying now?
You're the bad guy.
Yeah, he would. He'd be like, yo, you're fucked. Why do you even have that mentality? Everybody's the same. And you'd be like, no, not these people. You don't understand. They have like, he'd be like, yo, this guy's fucked.
God damn.
It's a weird little thing, man. It's a weird little thing. I always look towards like the mental aspect of it because you can see it. You see, because people want to be good. People naturally want to be good. People don't want to kill babies. If you put that guy in front of a baby and says shoot it in the head, he probably couldn't do it. You know what I mean? But he'll say that shit because it sounds better to say that shit. I've heard people inside of in change rooms say shit like that.
Slow-mo, kill that baby. No. He's Palestinian. Okay.
He probably still wouldn't be able to do it. He probably wouldn't, because like think about a baby. The baby would probably be the same color as him, because they're all over there. They're all the same color pretty much. Probably would look like a baby that he's seen that was Jewish. He probably have all these different things. Because what do you think of when you see a baby?
What I'm thinking right now is I could probably kill a baby easier than I could kill a 4-year-old, because like the 4-year-old has personality.
No, you think that until you see a baby. What do you have babies associated with?
What? I don't know.
I'm asking you. You don't.
I don't associate babies with anything.
Nothing? Cute?
Sometimes. I'm not a big baby guy.
Nice?
I think I like
defenseless?
3-year-olds.
Defenseless?
Yes.
Innocent?
Sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You have a bunch of things associated with babies that you would look at it and be like, I don't have the proper association with this thing to end its life. You know? That's why some people can't hunt.
Okay, if you had to kill a person, how old would you say the ideal person to kill is?
A person. It would have to be
Like an old person.
It would have to be a grown person that's trying to end my life. I don't have any of that. Just the person standing there, type shit.
What age group would you kill?
Like
if you had to, somebody that's not attacking you, just
whoever that person was,
like,
if they're a real threat. If they're a real threat. So like a kid can't be a real threat.
No.
Because you can literally you can take a shirt and tie a kid.
Cross the kid off the.
You just push that kid aside.
What if what if it was a baby and you got visited from somebody in the future that told you that baby's gonna grow up and kill your whole family?
Nah. I'm not doing that.
I guess that's like that. That's like the Hitler thing.
Yeah, right. Like that's a good example too.
Could you kill Hitler when he was a baby?
No, I couldn't. Can't kill babies. Can't do that.
Depends how dirty his diaper was. I don't know what the hell. Okay.
Why? Because the diaper's still there no matter what. This what are you talking about?
This baby stinks.
Ugh. It's gonna get worse if you do that.
Not if you throw him off a balcony.
You see what I mean? Like
not if that's how you kill him.
Right? But people don't have that in them. They naturally want to be good, but their surroundings and their experiences make them able to do the opposite.
No, I couldn't. But I honestly couldn't.
But I don't think people have stuff like that in them. Especially guys who are willing to say it. The guys who can say it aren't the guys who can do it.
No.
That's just like a thing, you know?
Yeah, man. So like anyways, that was it.
So I've trained you now. Now you understand?
I understand. I understand, and I hope we don't have to cut this whole episode.
People are fucked, and they can get pushed into some odd situations.
It is fucked, and there's so much.
There will be people in the coming months, who will have an issue with people who are unvaccinated. There will be vaccinated people who have a real issue with people who are unvaccinated.
Oh, 100% there will.
And
that's the
some
new.
People will
don't talk about religion, politics, or COVID.
Yeah.
COVID's the new one to add to it because it's like.
And people are going to be willing to get violent with that person. And then if it went on for 60, 80 years, and somebody was like, "Would you kill this baby?" No. What if it was unvaccinated? And they'd be like, "Oh well, I don't want any disease." Yeah. You know what I mean?
He's going to be raised by anti-vaxxers. How about that?
Yeah. See what I mean? Like, you can push people into some odd situations.
Yeah, and then you say, "Yeah, I'd rather kill this baby while he's a baby than let him grow up to have a cough."
Right? Like, people can't do it. You can't do it.
This baby's gonna grow up and be coughing everybody.
Right? Like,
he's not gonna wear a mask.
Like,
he's not even gonna wash his hands for 30 seconds at a time.
Right? It's an odd thing. It
is an odd thing.
Yeah.
So pretty much, guys. Hey.
No. What's this? What's this Hall of Fame thing?
Oh, Nav Bhatia, Raptors super fan. He's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Basketball Hall of Fame, and people are
what?
Stephen A. Smith was mad about it.
What? The Toronto Raptors guy?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Look at the Stephen A. Smith guy,
buddy. You should not I hope you see it. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. You're fucking tainting everything that's about. What the fuck? What the fuck? How come Jack Nicholson isn't in it? How come Spike Lee isn't in it? Decades of buying tickets to every single game.
Okay.
What are we talking about right now?
Do you want me to tell you?
Buddy, it better be like this nigga's Michael Jordan in disguise.
No, but apparently he's been massive for growing the game around the world, and
fuck that.
And
that's bullshit.
He spends tens of thousands of dollars to give.
I don't give a fuck. He should not be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Anyways, maybe Spike Lee and Jack Nicholson will be in it because it's going to be I think they're making a fan wing.
So we should have fucking in the same sentence Kobe Bryant, fucking Magic Johnson, and fucking what's his name? Say his name.
Nav Bhatia.
What the fuck?
They're gonna have different wings of the. They're gonna have him next to Kobe Bryant.
Oh, so what are we gonna have, like the white wing of the fucking Basketball Hall of Fame, and then all of a sudden all these guys,
the super
Dirk Nowitzki's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Fuck out of here. He will be
in the Hall of Fame. Dirk, Disco Dirk.
What?
You don't watch basketball.
Bro, I don't watch basketball, but I know the best of the best should be in the Hall of Fame, and he's not the best of the best. Okay, that's fucking wild. What are we talking about?
Stephen A. Smith.
We might as well put Stephen A. Smith in the Hall of Fame.
Stephen A. Smith,
he can be in there.
He had a rough opinion of it, like you are. And he's got a lot of hate on it,
bro. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. He should not. First of all,
these black guys don't want to see fucking Punjabis fly. Yo, that's the thing.
There should be zero fans in the Basketball Hall of Fame. You want a fan Hall of Fame? Go make one, and then put them in it.
They should make a fan Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I don't know who would go to it though.
Like people who are as known as he is for being a fan. Jack Nicholson, fucking Spike Lee. Yeah. Come on, man. This is crazy.
Ben Affleck.
And he's the first one. It doesn't even make sense. Bro, come on. That's nonsense. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. I should be in it.
No,
why aren't I in it?
Because you didn't do anything.
I should be in it too. I want to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Okay, well then start going to games and then start.
No. Make
and then start sending tickets to people.
Make a wing for me. I'm the guy that doesn't watch games and I don't watch the sport. Put me in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
More like Hall of Shame.
Can I be in the? Can I just be there, please?
This guy wants to be in the Basketball Hall of Lame.
Fuck.
I just don't watch sports.
This is fucking ridiculous. All right. But like, yeah, they're putting him in the, like, they're gonna do it. They're doing it for him.
Yeah, but I think it is a fan wing. I think there are. So you might have Spike Lee in there as well.
Why is it that the black sport has to fucking cater to fans? Why?
It's done really well for them.
Why don't we have tennis?
Every sport should cater to fans.
I'm sure
That's how they make money.
I'm sure tennis has a fan like him, and they're not gonna put him in. You know why? Because they're gonna be like, "Fuck you! This is for the best of the best."
Nobody has a fan like,
and they're gonna go like that. They're gonna go like that.
Nobody has a fan like him
for sure.
He's
for sure,
literally
for sure,
fan.
For sure, golf has somebody who's just like that. You know why? You know why I say that? Because as a golf fan, and I know there's guys who do this. You got to travel way further. You travel around the world.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's doing that.
Yeah, there is.
Bring
you
me
do
back,
it.
Bring
you
me
do
back
it.
to research.
You do it. Because
this is my
phone. It's not fair.
Wait, you want me to
It's
look?
not fair. This is the only. This is the only place for us to search anything.
What do you want me to search?
Search golf super fan. Golf super fan. This motherfucker, and now he's acting like he doesn't know what word. What words do I put in the search of golf super fan? Fuck you.
You want to find a golf guy?
What it's like when a super fan gets to interview Tiger Woods. This guy's interviewing people. He's interviewing people. He's not in any Hall of Fame.
Wow.
He's going all out.
I want to find the guy that goes to every golf tournament in the world.
He bought camera equipment.
No, this is bullshit.
Come on, bro.
These are we're not gonna find what you want to find,
bro. We just found it. He's a golf super fan.
That doesn't prove nothing, yo.
Bro,
you were telling me golf is bigger because
one super fan, two super fan, three super fans. Those are different people, bro.
Yeah, Bill Murray. This guy's on par with Jack Nicklaus.
No.
He just goes and he's famous.
Golf super fan Bill Murray starts American chant before. See, another super fan. He started a chant. So like now there's a chant that they have because of this guy. Super fan Dave Hamdud, ladies golf. Oh, he's a weirdo. He's a super fan of women's golf. See what I mean? There's a bunch of these weirdos.
You're not proving your point here,
bro. You're just first of all, hold on. He's arguably a bigger fan.
Why?
Than this guy.
Why?
Because he follows women's golf and it sucks. This guy's following the best sport in the world with the best athletes dunking on each other.
Look at this creep, Dave Hamada. This guy's the one.
He's a nice man.
He's a super fan. He's a super volunteer. So he's not a fan. He just goes. He works there.
No. That means he was such a fan that he started volunteering. Come on.
He attended more than 180 LGBT. Or LGLP.
Wow, this guy can't even think properly. That was a Freudian slip.
He attended 180 LPGA tournaments and has volunteered at over 110 events.
Come on, bro.
Either way, this guy's not. Wait. Can I say something?
No. Can I say one more thing? This motherfucker did not expand the game of basketball around the world. That's bullshit.
No, he did.
You know who did? Those massive, statuesque black men who are fucking celebrities and get paid hundreds of millions. They made the sport bigger. Are you crazy?
He brought a lot of brown eyes to the show. He did, man. He honestly did. He got a lot of brown kids excited about basketball.
Where?
In Ontario.
Well, then that's not around the world. See what I mean? You see what I mean? Come on.
I don't have my Nav Bhatia fact.
Dave Hamada, on the other hand, he's in the United States, and we're talking about him in Canada.
Okay, let me just say something.
This motherfucker's nationwide.
Okay, Nav goes to every game. He also gets lots of people to go. This guy goes to 8 events a year.
He gets lots of people to go? Come on, think about what you're saying right now.
He spends $20,000 on kids going to games.
On kids?
On kids going to games. On kids tickets. getting young people excited about basketball.
Whatever, man.
So in the next 5 years, when we start seeing these Indian kids that were born in Canada getting drafted in the NBA, then we're going to see the results of Navbatia.
They don't get to see the results?
You're about to see it. You're about to see.
You're saying there's gonna be a spike. So now we're taking away from Zion, who's about to all of a sudden become this beast, fucking top 10 player.
Harjot's gonna come in and like dunking on him.
James Harden has nothing to do with it. These guys are banging celebrity chicks and shit. They're all over the shade room and shit. How dare you say this is because of this Nav guy? This is crazy. This is another example of black people not getting their proper dues. This happens all the time. Why do you guys always pass it off?
You're the real Stephen A. Smith of this show.
This is ridiculous, bro.
Anyways,
this is crazy.
That's Wagwan with the Wagwan.
Bro, gonna end it on that? On a lame fan? On a lame fan.
Well, what time it is?
Fucking ridiculous. It's 4:00. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about this all day. This is ridiculous.
No, it's time to go.
Ridiculous shit.
It's time to go. I don't care what you care about. I have to leave, and you were supposed to leave a half an hour ago. Anyways, guys, you got we put some extra in there so that we can cut some out.
I gotta piss.
Thanks for listening. You can find me at jam_easy. You can find him at Collins Process.
And Magpie Life. At Magpie Life is my art thing, and if you catch me on Reddit, I'm also Collins Process. I started a series of art. It's called Psychedelic World. It's a world where psychedelics are used freely because that's what I like.
Mushrooms, yeah. I take so much mushrooms. I'm like, am I a boy or a girl? Oh my god!
I gotta piss.
All right, guys.
Properly.
Thank you for listening. Go Wagwan with the Wagwan.
Wagwan with the Wagwan. Wagwan with the Wagwan. Peace.
Oh,